Hi guys, Karen here with another video. Welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. So today I'm just going to give you a few quick tips if you are a home baker like us. Primarily I'm talking about bread today, not necessarily like pastries and whatnot. But there are a few things that we've learned over the last couple of weeks. We sell at least 37 to 40 loaves of bread, different types of bread at our local farmers market. And we were like, there are a few things that you probably need to get started, even if you're making bread for friends and family. So I say first off, start off with some really good pans. Today we have our Lodge cast iron loaf pans, and I didn't want to pull them all out because they're quite heavy. We use these for our loaf breads. We use them for sweetbreads primarily because they slide right in and out. Most of our breads are circular, but these are for our sweet loaf breads that we fold over, like our cinnamon swirl and brown butter loaf breads. But they're really good. They're only $19.99. They hold up. They're not going to warp, shape, bend. And I was asked this before, you do not have to preheat them before you put them in the oven. They're ready to go. And like I said, they're not super expensive. They're $19.99 each. We started off with some other pans. And we found that we were, having to replace them even in the last, we've been doing this now 6 or 7 weeks. We've already had to replace them, but we've not had to replace these. And they're just your regular size loaf pans. And I'm getting ready to oil them again because we use them so often. Next up, Maya, we realized we needed this. This is rather sharp. This is a bread lane set. So those who bake a lot, you'll know what this is. For those who don't, I'm getting ready to explain it to you. Have you all seen those who are making those sharp, art? This is basically creating art on your bread. It is super sharp. I'm going to leave it in the plastic. Maya unfortunately cut herself yesterday, but not too deep. Not that that makes any difference, but we just realized how very sharp it is. But this is the tool itself. Let me see. This is what you keep over it. Hold on, let me open it. I didn't want to manage it with one hand. So this is the blade. There are more blades in here, and you basically you are able to cut through your bread ever so slightly in order to create the type of design that you want on the top. At first, we did not think too much of it. We were kind of like, oh, you could just use a knife. But sometimes the knife disrupts the bread and then causes it to start to fall. And so, we thought it was better to just go ahead and get one of these. And it really does work. And it just gives you the opportunity to make beautiful designs if you so choose. And we love doing it. I think making bread, anything that you do is an art. And I love to cook and bake, and that's an art to me. And I love taking it up a notch, really. And so this one helps out a lot. The price on this, I believe Maya said this was $19.99 off Amazon. And you can get the Lodge pans on Amazon as well. So I'm going to put this back in its sleeve before I hurt myself. Next up, we have brushes. And I knew when the hubster saw them, he would think they were paint brushes, but they're not. It's a set. This set is $12 on Amazon. These brushes are great for your egg wash on your breads or whatever type of wash you want to do for your bread. We knew we needed different brushes simply because, like, for those who know, Maya does a lot of the croissants. Well, she does all the croissants. What I mean, a lot. She does the croissants. And this bread, this brush is really good for that because it's allowing her to get into the crevices, into the corners. Whereas my loaves of bread are rather big. And so this helps me brush the tops of those quickly but easily so that I don't disrupt the yeast in the bread. And so if I were to give some advice about anything, I would say make sure you get some brushes, and so that it makes it easier for you to do the egg wash, because it's really hard to use, what is that called? Like the plastic ones, because they kind of, they're too harsh on the bread once it's, the yeast has risen and whatnot. It can, it can make your bread go flat. So yeah, so these are really good and they're inexpensive on Amazon as well. Next up, I thought the packaging, it would be really good to talk about too. Even the lighting is going bad. Okay, even if you're just giving these as gifts, these bags, they're called Lessy Bag, Lesibag, and we use these. Let me see if I can get closer. So they say fresh from the bakery. These are on Amazon as well. And I thought, even if I were just giving these to friends or taking bread loaves to church, this is a fun way to package them. As you can see, they have bread loaves on them, and they have a mistake on them. They said bread fresh bakery daily. It's supposed to be fresh baked daily, but we, people love the bread bags, and we do too. We use the big one. You can get 50 of these bags for $6.99, or you can get 100 of these bags for $12.99. And we always get 100. We get the long bag, as you see here, for our long loaves, and then we get the wider bags here for our round loaves. Yeah, it's hard to see. There you go. And they fit really well. I'll leave links in the description below. And then last but not least, if there's a bread that you want to try and you haven't made before, since we've been out at the market, we've been asked several times about making sourdough bread. And so I went out and we got books, and just so if nothing else, I can learn myself and make them at home. So people have asked about sourdough. So I'm really looking into that and seeing how to make it and learn and teaching myself. And so, but I just thought these were great tips to share, especially for those who, just like being in the kitchen, like baking their own bread. It's really simple. It's easy. It's not super expensive. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.